Oh snap. It's a contest entry. Here we are. Very impromptu. Very quick. I'm up against the deadline. I told myself I was going to enter Kavi's contest. And I'm down to the wire. I got like a few hours. So, here it is, man. I didn't want to fall short on this one. So we're making it happen. Louis Ramirez making an appearance. Good to see you. My man, Alex, the comic hoarder, whose channel has just been electrifying lately with that collection. Let me kill those beats. With that collection and the draft. He's on Comicgories. Was it Comicgories? Yeah, Comicgories on Geek Aficionado. You know, Alex has been really tearing it up recently. Always appreciate seeing Alex on the screen. Let's not forget my man, Aaron, in the 3D verse, in the Oculus portal, son. Good to see you. Nelvis Presley, in the place to be. Coach Vic, thank you, too kind. J Hood Creatives, Goon Hand, right hand man. Good to see you, Vic. Jojo, good to see you as well. I see you just posted a Snyder Cut trailer. I gotta check that out to see your thoughts. Thanks, Alex. Carlito, when are you gonna make a channel about movie reviews and television reviews, Carlito? Because something tells me, you know, I follow your Instagram closely, you know what I'm saying? And something tells me that you probably have a lot of insight and opinions when it comes to film and television. And if no one's told you that before, let me be there to be someone to nudge you in the direction of that. You know? Even if you don't show a single comic book. Film and TV reviews, I would be very intrigued to subscribe to that. CP, in the place to be. Yo, class of 2016. That's right. Alex and JoJo are OGs, and they're a testament to, you know, look at them. Still very relevant, all over the place, ripping it up, in their prime right now, I would say, the two of them. So, tip of the hat to you. J Hood Creative. I saw that you posted Kavi contest entry, and that's actually what reminded me, like, shit, I need to make this entry now. So thank you for that, J Hood. I still have to watch it. T-Bone Steak, what's cracking? You know what it is. Two brothers. Big Dustin Road Dog in the place. Good to see all you guys. Okay. Ow. So, if I remember the concept, clearly, it was show a couple things that you collect other than comics. I believe was the premise. So that's what I'm going to do. I got a couple examples, and let's get right to it. So I collect chunks of hair from my ex-girlfriends. Okay. This is Allison. She was kind of like a dirty blonde. I'm just kidding. Imagine that. Imagine this just took a sadistic turn, and I'm like, oh, what else do I collect? I'm glad you asked. Human hair from ex-lovers. Psych. It's my macho head wig, all right? Yo, Cantonese Comic Kid. JP Budget Collecting. Adrian V, what up, man? Good to see you, Justin. What did I walk into? That was the old psych. Okay, so nothing too. The honest answer is I don't really like in depth collect anything other than comics. So I'm just going to show a couple things that I have like a somewhat collection of. And the first one I'm going to show you is my pop collection. Okay, it's not very extensive, but I'm very like I don't want to just amass a bunch of pops, but when I see certain ones that I like, I really feel compelled to have them. So I try to have a very well curated pop collection. So, and I take them right out the box. I got them chilling on my shelf. This is Jake the Snake Roberts' brother. I think, I don't know if this is like a very common pop, but big Jake the Snake fan. I wouldn't mind collecting a few more like certain kind of classic pro wrestling pops. I wouldn't mind getting a Macho Man Randy Savage. A Bret the Hitman Hart would be cool. And maybe like an Andre the Giant. So I could, go down that route. I got me a Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how I don't even remember buying this, but I did. Jon Snow. I think I bought this like in my anticipation for the last season of Game of Thrones, which it is true they didn't stick the landing that well, but it's still a great show. So I remember it was like the intermission between, what was it, season 7 and 8 or 8 and 9? Got me a little Jon Snow. Because when it was on, I was a very big Game of Thrones fan. I was reading through the Reddits, getting the back info, speculating what was going to happen. I was really in it to win it, with Game of Thrones. The remaining ones are comic book related. You know who that is, brother. Craven the Hunter. What's up, Comic Geek McD? IWK. I know IWK likes his old school pro wrestling. Chris Barrett's in the house. Oof, that last season. Show is still solid, but that last season took it off the GOAT list for me. Yeah, I actually agree. I also don't put Game of Thrones in my top television shows of all time either. Because I'll tell you, once they got ahead of the books, it got kind of shaky. But, high production quality. You're already invested in the characters, in the world. It really was something special, but oof. What can I say? I would like to rank. I'm like more than a movie aficionado. Like there's tons of movies I haven't seen. But TV series, like TV show dramas, I feel like is my wheelhouse. I feel like I've just about seen all the best TV show dramas, most TV shows in general. I'm a big TV series fan because a movie's one and done. You sit there for 2 hours, you watch the movie, great. I like getting invested in a series and follow it along. It can usually tell a better story and like go in all kind of different directions because you're building it up, But yeah, I could sit and talk great TV shows all day. So maybe Carlito, we got to do that. What's up, Biggie Shack? What's this? Oh yeah, Craven the Hunter. Okay, that's my Craven the Hunter pop. Craven's one of my favorite villains, and I thought it would look cool next to my Amazing Spider-Man 15. Okay, for those coming in late, this is Kabi's contest entry. Some things you collect other than comic books. So I'm going through and I said from the top, like, I don't extensively collect anything other than comics, really. So I'm just showing some stuff that I have, like, somewhat collections of. Look at J Hood. The only drama I've ever followed for the long haul was ER. Wow. Taking us back to George Clooney in his prime. Oh, come on, Barrett. I know you don't mean that. Magneto. Magneto. You know what I'm saying? I like curating. These are like two of my favorite villains right here, man. I think I might need like a Doctor Doom pop. We got those. Next up in the pop collection, Ghost Rider. I love this pop. This might be like one of the first pops I ever bought was this one. Ghost Rider. I remember because I still don't really know anything about the comic book pop world or the pop collectability world. I know there's like big money ones and whatnot, but I don't know anything about like what's an expensive one, what's a rare one. And for the longest time, Chad90, YouTube is 90, had me gassed up that this was like a super. He's like, bro, you got the Ghost Rider? I'm like, yeah, is that a special thing? He's like, bro, that's one of the big money pops, dude. That thing's rare, da da da. And like for a while, I didn't think to double check it. So I'm like walking around like, I got the Ghost Rider pop, right? And like turns out it's not even really that special, but just goes to show what I know about pops. Billy says you got to keep them in the box. Yeah, that's probably right. Some of the more recent ones I bought, I got the box and I like I got the box and stored, you know what I'm saying, in the closet in the event that I need to rebox it. But Simple Simon watching from work, multitasking, brother. That's what I like to see. Burke family, good to see you, man. Oh, look at this. The Office and Cobra Kai over everything else. Wow. Dustin. I mean, The Office is a classic. I kind of put shows like The Office in a separate category, like comedy, like 30-minute sitcom type shows. I put them in one category. And then 1 hour dramas, I put them in a different category. Because I can't really compare like All in the Family, Married with Children, The Office with Deadwood and Breaking Bad and Mad Men. Like they just apples and oranges, as they say. But The Office is in. I'm like a snob on TV comedies. Like I don't know. Not many comedy TV shows I find amusing. Okay, but The Office is one that is legit funny. Okay, last pop on the list. We're gonna stir up some controversy. The Office sucked, he said. All right, man. Here's the last pop, and the most recent one is this big one. Boom! Look at this. I don't even know what's the inspiration of this pop, but Hulk, bunny slippers, machine guns. I don't know if this is like Planet Hulk, World War Hulk storyline, but I got this big ass Hulk pop. You can see it's like much bigger than the other ones. I didn't pick this one out myself. This was a gift to me the other day. And I like it. What can I say? But if you guys know anything about what era Hulk is this? Usually I'm pretty sharp at like what the reference would be, but I don't remember this Hulk. But it's pretty cool. What up, aggressively? Uh, Pops is one of those things you got to be careful with. It's like going to Renaissance fairs. You buy a sword, then next year a hat. All of a sudden you own leather pants. That's right. Yeah, I've been making a point not to go down the rabbit hole too much because there's tons that I think are cool and I would like to own. Just today, I went to GameStop and they have this new series, Luchadore Marvel characters. And I was like, ooh, I wouldn't mind getting that whole set. It was like Wolverine, but luchador mask, Hulk with a luchador mask. It was pretty cool. But okay, that's Professor Hulk. Got it. And boom, that's my pop collection. You saw it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mighty pops in the collection. What's up, Man Cave? I'm doing my homework, Man Cave. Matter of fact, Man Cave and I were talking about this morning. I'm getting in my contest entry before the witching hour. You know what I'm saying? So I just showed my small pop collection, and then the other thing I'm going to show is I have more of these, but I only pulled out a couple. Cards, right? Comic cards are becoming some hotness. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find like my old original collection of cards, and I don't have like a cool book or binder to store them. I got them in like jewel cases. But my favorite set is this one. I do have my favorite set, the complete set, mind you, of the 1992 Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpiece. And this is the set that Jusko did every single card, man. Because there's a couple sets that he contributed to. I think it's the 93 set, which is a nice one, or 91, where there's different artists. And there's like Bill Sienkiewicz, Joe Jusko, an assortment. But this is the Joe Jusko set, 92. What's up, Bill? Mag Musings? So we'll just kind of peruse through this one. I've just always... Oh, I almost skipped the cap. Boom! Cap. And you know you got... Boom, first appearance there on the back. My boy Night Thrasher. Yeah, Carlito, comic cards are finally getting their day in the sun. You know what's funny is I haven't looked up to see like what they're selling for. I just keep on hearing everyone say on Instagram, these are the hot thing now. These are the hot thing now. What does that mean? What are these sets selling for? I guess I got to look that up, but I haven't really investigated. But I'll tell you what, Memorita. Look at that Storm card. Like every card because there's some sets where it's like hit and miss. And I think that this set, every one, he nails it. I love every card in the set. This one I always got a kick out of. It looks like Thanos is like farting out a comet or some shit. Just like the placement of those planets is kind of funny. Yes, you did, Funk. Yes, you did. You gave me some Flair X-Men cards, which I have over there. Maybe I can grab them before we go. Oh, damn, you guys. Customs Just Go. That's awesome. What up, newbie? Newbie's in the house. Yeah, Marvel Pogs. Yeah, if anyone knows what like I said, all I've been hearing is that they're blowing up, or the cards are hot. The cards are hot, but I don't know what that means, what they're actually selling for. There's Nightmare. Is this guy going to become relevant with the WandaVision show? Who knows? Speculation is abound on who is the mysterious bad guy of WandaVision. Billy, these are Marvel Masterpiece cards. And they're all painted. Whoops. I've always found I always thought like these were the higher end cards. Like I think it's the other kind of sets. I don't think I have like the set that people keep on talking about. I noticed it's like, I think it's the Series 1 set that I keep on seeing people sharing, and I think that might be the one. It's like the 1991 set, which I used to have a bunch of them, but as far as those goes, these are kind of like the standard cards. And this is the 1992 set, which I don't know if this is like as poppin', but these are like your traditional superhero cards that have the attributes on the back and stuff. But the Marvel Masterpiece cards are a little different than that. They don't have like the attribute stuff on the back. They just have like, I just feel like these are a little more classy, you know? These here are the 92. That's the 92 set. J-Hood. Yeah, I'll just skim through these. It's undoubtedly my favorite set of cards. Look at that Nightcrawler card. Oh, that Psylocke card. Like every one of them. Every one of them is a home run. Okay, Collectible Papers got some intel for us. The full set, 1 through 100 of Just Go, last sold $100 to $200. Okay. Yeah, that is like an increase, I think, than what they were selling for. I meant to go today, but I got sidetracked because I impulse purchased a Nintendo Switch in this game, Ultimate Alliance. And that sidetracked me. But I meant to go to one of my honey holes because I got a feeling that there's a particular honey hole I know of that he practically specializes in cards. And I got a feeling he's got that 91 set. I think he has all the sets, bro. And I'm not even going to tell you what hopefully, he seems like the type of guy that if those cards got hot, he wouldn't know about it. He would find out that those cards got hot right now, probably like 2 years from now. Because whenever I go to buy books from him, he busts out the Overstreet price guide. And it's like a year-old Overstreet price guide. And he's like an older guy, you know, that thumbs through his Overstreet, pulls up the prices. He never thinks to check eBay. He's a good guy. But I think it's a safe bet that I can still swoop in and get him at a deal if I can catch him. There he is, Mephisto. Look at that, Nomad and a little kid. So, a bunch of cool, you know what I'm saying? Marvel Masterpiece. Look at Dazzler. every card. Like, I almost need to stop and pause at every single one. There's Doom. Magneto throwing a bunch of household appliances or household tools, hand tools. No, John, the deadline for Kavi's contest, he said, is when he wakes up on President's Day morning. So that's what I heard on his last update. So I said, all right, I got until Kavi wakes up Monday morning. And he said he might sleep in because it's day off. Ooh, look at that Silver Surfer, dude. Look at that Silver Surfer. I wonder if I could get these graded. They're pretty crispy. It's a crispy set. Neither of them, Magneto. Mr. Fantastic. So, yeah, man, that's the Marvel Masterpiece set. Boom. I know I haven't, I'm not sure if you guys even noticed or not, but I don't think I've been streaming as much lately because I need to take a little pause from some of the comic shopping and buying. I got some things in the works this year, and I might stream a little more sporadically, but just know I'm still being in the mix with y'all. That's for sure. So much so that you might just see me on Comicbooks tomorrow, brother. Mixing it up, dude. Romance edition. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, is my internet acting up? Sorry, I can't tell. All right, I'm gonna show you one more set, and then I'm gonna vamoose. Batman Returns. Underrated Batman film. I mean, I don't know if it's underrated, but most people don't appreciate it as much as I think they should. One of my favorite Batman movies. Behind, in my humble opinion, it's my number 2 favorite Batman movie. The number 2 best Batman movie. Behind only second to Dark Knight Returns. Dark Knight Returns is the best Batman movie objectively. I think a lot of us can agree. But second place, I go straight to Batman Returns. I don't care what anyone says. You can point out all the logic flaws that you want and all that stuff. Guess what? I don't grade it that harshly on that because none of the other movies nail the art direction, the casting, the costume design. Look at that Catwoman. Look at that Catwoman, right? And then picture Anne Hathaway Catwoman. And you tell me which movie understands Batman and Catwoman better. Okay? You tell me. Is it Michelle Pfeiffer with the latex suit? A little bit campy, but not too campy? Or is it, Catwoman, if you can even call her that, Anne Hathaway, who just looks like a random all-in-black vigilante? Didn't have any of the personality of Catwoman. Nothing. That wasn't Selena Kyle to me. That was some random vigilante woman, okay? You got to understand. You got to dig into the world. I love that Penguin. He's absurd. He's raunchy as hell, dude. I think it's fun. I like that. Look at that. So yeah, needless to say, I'm a big Batman Returns fan. Got the card set. I'll find a couple good ones. Look at that. Look at that. Creepy ass penguin. Oh, and I, my opinion, Christian Bale, it doesn't even make sense to me because I'm such a big fan of Christian Bale as an actor. But I think only second to like George Clooney. He's like one of the worst Batman. Like, bro, I straight up do not like Christian Bale. It's just like bad casting. I don't like his Bruce Wayne, and I don't like how he looks in the Batman suit. That little like helmet design they did, no bueno. Didn't look good. The stupid voice thing doesn't look good. I don't like. Christian Bale does nothing for me as Bruce Wayne. This guy, on the other hand, look at this motherfucker in a Batman suit. Granted, Michael Keaton, his mobility definitely leaves leaves something to be desired. You know what I'm saying? And the other Batman, like Christian Bale when he's in the suit, he's definitely looking better as he's moving around, whooping ass. But just standing still, you can't beat Michael Keaton in that Batman suit. And I think he had a superior Bruce Wayne. I felt more connected to Keaton's Bruce Wayne. I don't think Carlito loved that take. He wasn't the best Batman, but he brought his own version, which fitted to Nolan's style. I suppose that's true. Batfleck is okay as Batman, but meh as Bruce. I would agree with that. His Batman looked cool in the suit. He's too buff. He got too yoked. Like, they got it so close. Like, in my opinion, I feel like there has never been a perfect on-screen Batman. There has never been someone who has truly nailed Bruce Wayne and Batman and had a killer costume and the whole bit. In my opinion, we've yet to see that. Is Robert Pattinson going to do it? We'll see. I'm doubtful. But I just feel like it's crazy. He has more movies than every single comic character out there. And they never have gotten Batman right, in my humble opinion. Sad to say. Superman, I think they had Christopher Reeves pretty much nailed it. And I think Cavill pretty much nailed it. I think those are two independent of each other, almost perfect Superman. But not Batman. What's up, Unruly Simeon? Keaton was an excellent Bruce. He was. Boom. Yeah. But you gotta love Batman Returns. I don't know what scene that is. He looks weird standing stiff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right with that, JoJo. I think there was definitely Dark Knight Returns inspiration with the Batfleck, like Frank Miller's. That's true. But he wasn't old enough for that, and they introduced him. I don't know. I definitely felt that there was that inspiration there, but I didn't like it as much. He looked great, don't get me wrong, but if I'm here to critique, if I'm putting my critique hat on, you know what I'm saying? Pattinson's going to be a mix between Bale and Keaton, so probably won't be your fave. Yeah, we'll see. Even, might not necessarily be a bad thing, but for him, I'm more worried about his Bruce Wayne. I think he could be a pretty cool Batman in suit. I'm worried about his Bruce Wayne because from the pictures I've seen, he had a bit of like an emo vibe, like longer black hair with just the way like the hair was parted and the way he looked. He's very slender. It we'll see, but I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna reserve judgment, of course. Uh, Best Lois. What's the Lois's name from the Chris Reeves movies? Forget her name. Look at that. Tim Burton. Like it just comes down to Tim Burton's style. Just matched the world of Batman so well. Like it felt like a comic book movie. Like it felt like some shit that come out the pages of a Batman comic. See, that's a pretty good Bruce Wayne right there. That's a pretty good Bruce. Yeah, Kidder. Margot Kidder. Yep. Margot Kidder. Best Lois was Terry Hatcher. Hey, I'm not mad at that. Terry Hatcher was a good, even though that show was like whatever. Terry Hatcher was a damn good Lois, wasn't she? I have not seen Tenet yet. It took away any doubts for me for him to play Bruce. Oh, is what's his name? Is Robert Pattinson in Tenet? Is that what you're saying? Are you gonna watch the new Superman and Lois TV series? I will not be watching it because I pretty much um, I don't watch any CW shows. If I hear that the CW is producing it, it's basically an immediate. It's an immediate pass. It's an immediate pass. Even if it was characters, if they do a show of, I don't know, vigilante, something, I can't do it to myself. I can't subject myself to CW shows. And I'm sorry if that, I know there are strong fans of the Flash show, the Green Arrow show, but I can't. I've seen too much good TV drama, like we talked on the front end of this program. Um, to have to drop the bar to what the CW puts out. So I won't be watching it. I can't do it. I guess I'm just a TV snob like that. What if the CW brought you HLA? What's HLA? Boom. So we saw some cards. We saw some pops. Okay. This is a contest entry that's going like 40 minutes strong. I know that's probably a little excessive for. I'm going to tell Kavi. Kavi, I made an entry, but don't feel obligated to watch the rewind. I got carried away with the chat. Oh, HLA. Damn. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Billy. CW is a good way for a younger audience to get into these characters. What I need is shows that are for middle-aged bitter men. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Bitter in the sense of like I've seen so many TV shows of comic book properties fall short that like I'm always kind of eyebrow raised. Um, well, I'll end on this. Is talking about comic book TV shows. They've done Gotham. They did the Gotham show. I think they might be doing a Gotham Central show on HBO Max. HBO Max might be a really strong force in the world of television comic book adaptations. I'm going to keep my eye on them. But what we need, and I can't believe they haven't done this yet, Batman's Rogues Gallery are arguably more entertaining and more interesting than Batman. Okay? It's part of what makes Batman's world so cool and fun is Batman squaring up with the Rogues Gallery. And most of his Rogues Gallery are not like interplanetary beings and jacked superheroes with superpowers. They're normally criminals with extreme mental disorders, right? For the most part. That applies across the board if you think about it. So, what they need to do, because you can't do Batman on TV. You're not going to do it justice. You're not going to be able to do a good enough Bat. They can barely get it right on the movie budget, never mind a TV budget. What they need to do is make an Arkham Asylum show, okay? And it's just Batman rogues in Arkham Asylum. And you don't put the big guns in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you use, like, don't put Joker in it. Joker is not allowed to be in this show. Harley Quinn, only if she's like Harleen Quinzel or some shit before she's Harley Quinn. Like the big iconic characters, you don't put them in the show. But you get into the deep bench that like a character like Scarface and Ventriloquist. When you picture him like out fighting Batman, he's a bit of a joke, right? Guys like Victor Zsasz, who I love Victor Zsasz, but he's just like a serial killer dude with a knife who does the tallies on his body. But when you get a character like Scarface and Ventriloquist, and you strip away the fact that he has to fight Batman out in the streets and shit like that, and you just follow the crazy aspects of his personality and shit, and you treat it almost like a horror thriller deal in an insane asylum, you know how interesting you could make Ventriloquist and Scarface, Victor Zsasz, guys like Calendar Man, the Riddler, put Riddler in there. And just like, you could throw enough Easter eggs of Batman to still keep it spicy. But Arkham Asylum show, okay? It'll be like Oz. It'll be like Oz meets Batman, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could set a whole series in like a detention center, a prison, an insane asylum, and you could still go to town and tell great stories. That would be epic. It'll never happen. I hope it happens, but okay. Subscribe to Kavi. Everyone here is subscribed to Kavi. I'm pretty sure. We're all happy that he hit the 1K. Here's my entry. Sorry this took so long. I also want to see Commandy on the screen. Maybe I will, because I was thinking, I'm like, I'm probably not going to stream as much because, like, I'm not going to be doing a lot of flea market hauls and picking up big books and unboxings. But I do like just chilling, shooting the shit with the chat and touching base. So maybe I will still pop up with random streams. I just won't have new shit to unbox, but I feel like we have fun on these. Anyway, That's it. Shout out to Kavi. I hope I win. You guys are the best. Have a good night. Let me do my little graphic bumper thing so we can really stick the landing here in style. Let's stick the landing here in style. Thank you, everybody. God bless America.